Yeah, find a comfortable position, ideally with the back straight, comfortable. And let's take a few deep breaths, simply staying just with the breathing process. Allowing ourselves to arrive more fully to the room, arriving into the body, here and now. Whenever thoughts, which can be images or voices, they come, we see them, hear them, but not. We are closed for business, just for a few minutes. Watching them as trains coming for a station, not hopping on. Allowing your jaw to relax, facial muscles to relax, eyelids, the eyeballs. So noticing the sensations of the contact between the body and the chair, floor. And see if we can release more and more the whole weight of the body onto those contact areas. We can open the attention in case you are still following the breath. Opening the attention, what I mean is like a camera, opening the aperture from a narrow focus to a wide lens. And being present to all that is arising in this field of awareness. Welcoming the totality of our experience. Not just thoughts, but sounds, tactile sensations, temperature sensations, inner body, energies. Any contraction or tightness anywhere. We welcome all of this, which means not to resist them. They're already here. Just do nothing about them. Not even being too interested in them. Simply allowing ourselves to just stop and just be. And allowing all of this information, this swirling of bubbles, allowing them to do their dance without trying to control them, analyze them, manage them, change them. Especially if we carry maybe some emotions or some discomfort in the body, it's important to fully let it be here, free from story, just energy, sensations, appearing, this open, aware silence. As far as the mental bubbles, the thoughts, it's a little more tricky. So we don't prevent them from arising, don't try to stop thoughts. We allow them, but we are not, let's say, hypnotized. We are not sticking to them into some story where we are no longer consciously aware of here and now. And if somehow we do fall asleep, it's very natural, get lost in somewhere else. As soon as you realize that, you can stop engaging with that thought, come back to a sense of being. So what is important is when we practice this, it's non-practice, actually, it's not a practice, but let's say when we practice this on our own, to be open and present to all of the three realms, not just meditating with thoughts, but allow the three realms, thoughts, the body, and the world. Noticing thoughts, noticing energies in the body, and noticing external sense perceptions on an equal footing. Without selecting or focusing on some part of the body. Like diffuse, global, free-range alertness. If and it's natural if that's happening, to notice we carry some agitation in the chest or in the belly, or there's just some tight energy that pulls on our attention. It's like when you have something in your mouth, tongue goes there to check the problem. So if you have such localized energy in chest, belly, or throat, so we notice it, but don't focus into it. Notice, fully welcome it completely. Let go, trying to resist it. Notice also the space surrounding that localization. It's as if that localization is some impressionistic splash on a canvas. Notice the splash of color, but notice the canvas, background. Allowing all of these tens of bubbles to dance by themselves, free from manipulation. True meditation is more akin to chilling on the beach rather than some strenuous focusing to achieve some state. So notice if there is any sense of spiritual effort, which is natural because we come here from different paths and practices. We are dedicated towards them. But in many practices, there is a sense of focusing or trying to go somewhere, to attain something. There's some dynamism of becoming. If you notice such energy, see if we can just drop it. Drop the sense of meditating, any sense of reaching anything. Effortlessness, no goal. Notice the, rather than various data coming and going, notice the experience of being aware, experience of the feeling of being. It's not really a feeling, and we can't find it anywhere. It's not localized. It's more like the sense of easiness, as they say in Zen. Every perception we are aware of, like these very words, they wouldn't be registered unless there is first this perceiving reality, which hears them. So every perception, the sound of the traffic or the energy in our belly are actually pointing towards that which is effortlessly aware of them and in which they appear and then disappear. If you find yourself that your attention focuses on something in the body or something in the forehead, just notice that and open the attention. So it'll be like falling back. We can use this image as if awareness or this presence is not in the head, focusing somewhere. Feel as if awareness is coming from behind the body. Permeating the body and the brain. Notice how all this maybe the mix of what we came here with changed, like the mix of thoughts and feelings. Notice the current state of affairs. And by opening the attention, tune into this background, which is that in which thoughts appear or feelings, sensations appear. Like noticing the screen in which the movie appears, or the sky in which the clouds and birds appear. This space or the background, it's the closest representation to our true nature, to that which is aware right now. Yeah, and once again, as you are noticing this aware background, this silence, tune into your body and see if there is any sense of discomfort or tightness, energy, feeling. Notice it, welcome it completely. Open your attention, notice that in which it appears. So notice the next few thoughts, maybe some thoughts. Notice the it's not just thoughts or images. Say if you picture someone that you love, picture someone that you love, it's a thought. Notice this apparition, but also notice the space in which this image arises. And you can allow this image to be just go away. And then, pull out another thought, maybe something that you want to make sure that you need to do practically soon. It's like a voice, like with regard to this. Just stay with that. Again, see that and see that the space without which there wouldn't be any thought. Now, if you can touch, you can with like a hand, you touch with the palm of your hand, you're touching the texture of whatever your fingers are resting on. Notice the texture. And I know the mind says that, well, that is there, that is armrest is there, so the sensation is there. But actually, look at it fresh, like a baby, free from concepts. And see how the sensations of the contact with the surface, it's actually a sensation appearing in space. Also notice maybe you have a sensation in your body, the inner body. Notice that. And notice that that other sensation appears in space, this inner space. You pull out again the image of someone that you love. Travel with your attention from that image. Your attention goes from where it's coming from towards the image. Then go back to the attention towards the sensations of the contact, the hand. And see if, notice that there are not two spaces, one space for the thoughts and one space for the sensations. They both appear in the same space. Direct your attention towards the sound of in the room, like traffic or any fan or anything at all, some sound in the room, sound of my voice. And again, check like a baby that doesn't know what it is and it's out there. Notice that actually the sound arises in here, not out there. The sound arises in you. You as this aware space. Allow the attention to travel in this space freely. And notice how much more space there is rather than stuff in it. It's just usually we are hyper-focusing, hypnotized on the stuff with which we are busy. Also, normally, we are all under this program, whether we never thought about it. We have this program that the thoughts that appear and the feelings that appear in the space are me. And the sounds that appear in the same space are not me, are the world. Yeah, it's the outer world. There's the inner space and the outer space. The inner space is me. What's outside, it's the world or not me. Also, we have this program that this demarcation is the skin. So what's inside the body is me. What's outside the body is not me. But checking right now, there's no skin at all. The skin is a concept. Just sensation, perceptions, free flow. This, whatever this is, which is aware. and in which they appear. And if you believe, if we still believe, like we all do, that there's an inside and outside, do this with the eyes closed. Try to see, find where is the border experientially, where the inside ends and where the attention crosses towards the outside. You can switch attention from sensation in the body to a sound. And try to find this border. Yeah, if there is an outside, inside, we need to see it, right? See if you find, if you can focus onto the border between inside and outside. Perhaps you realize that this is just conceptual. And in the pure perception of a newborn, free from concepts, there's no experiential verification of inner and outer. It's all a free flow data appearing inside. We can even somehow try to, not quite yet, but to open the eyes, not quite yet, but you open the eyelids and try to notice experientially if you notice this border between the inside and outside. Slightly open the eyelids without focusing. And then go close your eyes again. See how the image, actually the image appears in the space. The image appears within. The world appears within. And for the last few minutes, just do nothing. Do nothing. Just be. We don't need to reach our true self to become. The true self is already here. Before we started this, it's that whatever it is which perceives our experience, that in which our experience is arising, that out of which the experience is made. as Rupert Spira put it wonderfully. Notice the okayness, the problem free, the now. You can allow this presence to open the shutters of the eyelids. And you can, without focusing, try to just let the world come to you. Don't need to go out. Let the shapes and colors and the space. Try to not go into labeling or narration, memory. Just perceive like that. It may seem it's like some practice, but toddlers, they do this all day long. And if thoughts or memories come, okay, that's a thought, we can see that too. It's important to practice this non-practice because we spend most of our day, with eyes open. So it prevents compartmentalization of meditation or awareness practice.